I now call on Sameen Ayub, graduate of BA Fashion, Public Relations and Communication, PR and Communication, to respond on behalf of the student body. Thank you.
Give me a second, guys, I haven't breathed yet. Whew. Okay. Hi, LCF. I'm obviously going to begin by extending my greatest appreciation and my warmest congratulations to you all. Congratulations. Whether you're here today celebrating yourself, a loved one, or a student, I recognise that in front of me today is excellence. And I thank everyone involved in organising this moment for me and to you all for inviting me to speak on what I hope is one of your most momentous days. On behalf of my class, I'd like to thank all our tutors, particularly Sophia and Agatha. Who, despite having an overwhelming and difficult year, still always had time to answer any questions, fit in a Teams call, and never missed an opportunity to share their extensive knowledge and support. I also have to thank my family, Shaz, Hibbs, Army, and Nanny, for celebrating with me today. Once upon a time, Once upon a time, we were dealt an impossible situation, carers before we were kids. Yet today, we share 8 degrees and a doctorate between us. May the legacy of 224 live as resiliently as we have. I want to use my time with you today to recap my 3 years at university, the lessons beyond lectures and seminars that I hope resonate with some of you. Okay, October 2021, maybe 2 weeks into my first year and living in London, the big city, the best uni, and I had decided I was going to drop out. This was my first time being fully immersed in a creative environment, surrounded by people who had already accumulated networks, who spoke about memories from trips to Milan, who had CVs brimming with Fashion Week internships, and so many MacBooks. How does everybody afford a MacBook? This clearly wasn't the place I was meant to be. So how did I end up here? The answers I found a little further back. To 1962, Nana Abu has arrived from Kashmir to Bradford, and back home, Nana Abu was an established and skilled weaver, now applying his practice to mills in West Yorkshire. Somehow, the language barrier mistakes the word creative for immigrant, alien, or other. But here, my grandfather sowed the seeds for his fashion family to come. 1963, MEG joins her husband, far away from home, yet formidable in her ability to create a new one. Her own practice is found sat behind a sewing machine in Sadiq Textiles, the only corner in BD5 where you could get a gamise in the shop and a cup of tea in the living room. Fast forward to the 2010s, and I find myself in our aptly named box room upstairs, and I've discovered untapped gold in the form of a notebook. Although I cannot understand the Urdu in which my dad has written, the copious pages and dedicated penmanship is no less captivating. At the judgment of uninformed perspective, my dad is a man with a broken tongue, suited to unskilled labour. In his notebooks, however, he is a playwright, enthusiastic about the arts. Early 2021. Okay, Mum, I rejected all my UCAS acceptances to study history, and I'm going to try my hand at this fashion thing. And I'm looking to go to London. There's a uni there, apparently it's pretty class. The typical brown Muslim trope may lead you to believe my mum to respond with, "Have you considered becoming a doctor instead?" However, her main concern was that I'd lose my Bradford accent. I leave with 2 inherited fists made for smashing glass ceilings. May 2024, and spoiler alert, I didn't drop out. Instead, I presented my final project. It's a labour of love, laughter, and admiration, a project presenting women, my favourite women. Women like me, who at the start of my degree, I did not believe could belong here. Now their unfiltered and beautiful existence gets me my highest grade to date. July 2024. Although it may seem I stand on this stage alone, today I am not without my Nana Abu, who called England unknown so that we may call it home. My Amiji, who I imagine sat behind every sewing machine I ever saw on campus. My dad, who handed his pen down prematurely so that I may find some use from it. And of course, my mum, who cheered on and trusted the delusions from the start and took the time today to bring her northern attitude all the way down to her idea of personal hell, the South. Mum, I'm finally home and I'm bringing a first-class honours with me, baby! We may not be the Versace's, and I may be first generation, but today I'm graduating with my fashion family and because of my fashion family. And I'm stood in front of a room of immensely gifted people, each with your own journeys, discoveries, tribulations, fellow cross-cultural amalgamations, perhaps similar doubts leading to similar realizations. Yet today we stand, UAL graduates. Creativity doesn't have a singular face or entry requirements or rules, but what it does have is us. And every single room we walk into is not only one where we belong, but one where we shine, where our talents are astounding, our ideas remarkable, and our potential simply limitless. Rooms where the future face of fashion is so risk-taking, so welcoming, and so diverse that 2021 me would lose her mind. I leave you all with my best wishes and pride for every room you're about to enter. If these achievements today are just the beginning, the industry is in for one hell of a ride. Finally, I cannot speak today without addressing the position of privilege I'm coming from. I know for many of us it has been bittersweet to celebrate our achievements when adjacent to our success is the harrowing reality that not all classes of 2024 have been as fortunate. I recall a video of a student, no less intelligent, deserving or hopeful than us, selling fruits and vegetables on the side of a pavement in his now desolate neighbourhood. His caption read, "This is what it means to be an ambitious Gazan today." There are no universities left in Gaza. Buildings we know firsthand house our kindest friendships, proudest accolades, the infamous best years of our lives that no longer exists in Gaza, and that is just one of their sorrows. Doing better than nothing is no longer enough when the people at hand quite literally have nothing, and privilege is only positive when it is put to use. So I end with this. What we have accomplished today should be accessible to all. Donate, educate, boycott, protest and pray, and inshallah, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Thank you.